You could have the right mindset. You could build the right system. You can even start moving faster. But if your environment hasn't changed, you will keep ending up in the same place. Because environment is the force that most people never account for. It's quiet, it's constant, and it's shaping your behavior every day, whether you realize it or not. So there's a question that you should ask. Is your environment helping you grow or quietly keeping you the same? Let's talk about the invisible influence. Most people think that their results come from their decisions, from their discipline, from their effort. But what they don't see is those decisions are heavily influenced by their environment. Your surroundings dictate. They dictate what you focus on. Your surroundings dictate what you tolerate, what feels normal. And over time, that becomes your reality. Not because you chose it intentionally, but because you adapted to it. You adapt faster than you realize. Humans adapt quickly. If you're around low standards, your standards will drop. Distractions. If you're around distractions, your focus, it weakens. If you're around inconsistency, your discipline will inevitably it'll fade. Not overnight, but gradually. And because it's gradual, you don't notice it until you look up and realize you haven't moved. Environment creates your default. Think about your daily life. When you spend your time, where do you spend it? Who do you interact with? What you see consistently. What do you see constant? That becomes your default setting. So even if you try to change, you're constantly being pulled back into the same habits. You're being pulled back into the same mindset. And you're being pulled back into the same behaviors. Because your environment is reinforcing them. That's why change feels hard. Not because you're weak, but because you're outnumbered. The energy of your environment. Every environment carries energy. Some environments push you forward. Some environments keep you focused. Some environments raise your standards. Others, they distract you. Others slow you down. Others normalizing staying the same. And the problem is most people stay in environments that contradict the life they say they want. Why motivation doesn't last here? You can get motivated. You can watch videos. You can watch videos like this. You can feel ready to change. But if you go right back into an environment that encourages distraction, that supports bad habits, that doesn't challenge you, that motivation will not survive. Because environment always wins over intention. Always. Here's the subtle traps. Your environment isn't just physical. It's also digital, social, mental. Let's break it down. Physical environment. It's your space. Is it clean? Organized? Focused? Or is it cluttered? Distracting? Passive? Your digital environment. What you consume. What social media, what content, what information. Is it pulling you forward or keeping you entertained? The social environment. Who you're around. Do they think bigger? Do they move with intention? Do they hold you to a higher standard? Or do they reinforce staying the same? Your mental environment, your internal patterns. What do you repeatedly think about? What do you dwell on? What do you normalize internally? Why people stay stuck here? Because changing your environment is uncomfortable. Because it requires distance from certain people. It requires letting go of those familiar routines. It requires stepping into unfamiliar spaces. And most people choose comfort over growth. So they stay in the same environment and expect different results, which never happens. Let's focus on designing a winning environment. This is where everything shifts. You don't wait for a better environment, you build one. Control what you can immediately. Start with your space. Clean it. Organize it. Structure it. Make it support focus. Upgrade your inputs, what you watch, what you listen to. Make sure it aligns with where you're going, not where you've been. Limit negative influence. You don't need to cut everyone off, but you do need boundaries. Protect your direction. Protect it. Add pressure in the right direction. Put yourself in environments that expect more from you. Put yourself in environments that challenge you, that make your current level feel small. That pressure forces growth. Make progress the default. Design your environment so that good habits are easy, bad habits are hard. That's how consistency becomes automatic. Identity plus environment. Here's a deep connection. Your environment shapes your choices, but your environment reinforces your identity. So if your environment reflects your old self, you will keep becoming that version. But when you change your environment, you escalate your identity shift, because now everything around you is aligned with growth. Here's the separation line. This is where people separate. We mentioned it before. You have one group stays in the same environment, makes small attempts to change, keeps getting the same results. The other group takes control over their environment, aligns everything with their goals, moves faster than expected, not because they're better, but because their environment supports it. If you've been doing the work, but still feel stuck, look around, because the answer might not be in you. It might be in what's around you. And once you take control of that, everything starts to shift. Because when your environment changes, your behavior changes. And when your behavior changes, your results follow. This is Results.